And turn has advanced.
Indeed it has. And unfortunately, we had something bad happen.
Yep, Peixoto ended up getting booted. Tisk, tisk. And
Most
Ragnarok surrendered
unfortunate.
as a result.
Yeah. So let's watch the turn, but
Yep. Watching.
yeah. Oh well.
Ragnarok put 15 in New England.
I'm guessing he only had
Presumably
10
he used the
income though.
card. Well, he might have put one or two somewhere else, so he could still have a few more. But he put 15
I
guys here.
I doubt it.
Maybe. I mean, he's got a. Either he's not attacking or he has a lot of. Okay, he did attack. Yeah, he guessed it right. He attacked New Brunswick. Oh.
Well, that's still
Oh.
okay. I think you would be good in this situation. I think you'd just be able to blockade in Labrador,
Yeah,
and
we would
then
have to blockade, and then I would
you're
probably,
okay.
what, put stuff in South Quebec and probably move to Ontario to be it safe. I don't want to risk dying in New England.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be what I would do. I would probably go to Ontario. That would give me a triple border on North US, and then I could break it from there, and he would be stuck behind a blockade in Labrador. Yep, and you would just continue chasing Peixoto, and I would probably end up getting West China.
Probably.
Okay, well, I accepted his surrender, so you.
I have accepted too. I just wanted to.
Okay. Yep.
Oh, he was in
He didn't
Central.
even have North US. Okay, wow. Then
Well, that's
that would
funny.
be interesting. He didn't even have Central America either yet. He was working on it.
Hmm.
Interesting. Okay, let's take a look at the history.
Yeah.
Picks for Ragnarok were one South US, two Northern South America.
Ha. And then three,
Hmm.
four all around southern SA. So they were trapping Brazil. The
Yeah, they were
Brazil
trying to trap
combo.
Brazil. Although I'm not sure if I really agree with his number two. One. Uh, I don't know. I guess I guess that was also meant as a counter for East Canada. I don't really agree with having both of your picks be counters. That's kind of
Ah,
strange. I don't know.
well,
Let's take a look at his teammate's picks. His teammate he did the combo in Siberia. Well, we knew that, but he didn't have any knowledge of anything. So they both got their 1-2s.
well, I
Hmm.
mean, I'm fine with
So
going with
yeah,
two
it's fine.
counters.
It's fine with that because his teammate would be able to get the 4 bonus in 2 turns. Then he could gift Ragnarok could gift him if he's in trouble. So yeah, they went with
Yeah.
that strategy. That's totally fine, understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it didn't quite work out though because you got
Ta-da!
yeah. Okay. Well, you got the 1 turn bonus in Yakusha, which was
Pretty awesome.
pretty much a surprise for him. Now
Yeah.
I'm a little bit.
This is one of the very,
Hmm.
very rare one-turn bonuses we will go for.
Well, it was a perfect counter to Siberia, and we knew that from looking at their previous games that they try not to pick the same 4 bonuses multiple times. Or at least we didn't know that, but we inferred it from looking at their
Mm-hmm.
games. So, they might go with the Siberia this game. Oh, there's
Yeah.
a 1 turn bonus that counters it. Hmm.
Hey, and it's
Hmm.
also decent expansion afterwards. I mean, you can take West China in 2 turns after that.
Yep.
So it's
So if he
I mean,
wasn't there, then you would have
then I don't really lose
skyrocketed up in
anything.
income. Yep.
Yeah. So it's like this is one of the one-turn bonuses that I think is very viable. It doesn't slow you down. It's great.
Yep.
And hey, if somebody starts in Siberia, then you're golden.
Yeah. So yeah, that happened. You broke Cheetah on turn 2.
Mm-hmm.
He went for the bonus, which I guess that's really the best that you can hope for in his position. He was kind of screwed because he was in a horrendous position. So he was just hoping beyond hope that you didn't get the 1 turn bonus.
Yeah, he was just hoping. Well, he didn't know because he couldn't see that I took a
Yeah.
Mur
Hmm.
from Name and Goo. So he didn't know for certain whether or not I just took those or if I had the whole bonus.
Yeah.
So anyway, it either way, I don't think that. Ugh. I mean, what could he have done from this point to really salvage his position?
Gift.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You basically have to.
I mean, I think that we probably a little overreacted with our gift, maybe. I mean,
Probably.
we were assuming that they would also gift
Yeah.
really early. So maybe we were overthinking it because from the beginning, we probably should have assumed that he didn't know about your one turn bonus.
Mm-hmm.
So we should have probably focused on that a little bit more. I mean, I guess we were just too stuck on the worst case.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I still don't think Neimangu was really a bad move.
It wasn't. It just never ended up doing anything in this game. Yeah, I mean, if we were facing super amazing people that somehow had knowledge of all of our picks or something like that, and they were like, okay, this is exactly how they're set up right now. This is how we counter it, and then we're like sidestepping the worst case right there. So I think we were playing it safe, I think, but we didn't. I don't think we needed it.
Yeah, I think you're right. We
It was
didn't need
there.
it.
It was there sort of as a last resort. Like if shit hit the fan, then that's there to save us.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't think it's a bad move,
It was our
but
safety net.
yeah, it was a safety net, and we ended up not needing the safety net.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's
So,
like we spent money on the safety net, and it's just sitting there and not being used.
yeah, that's basically what happened.
But
Uh,
that's not necessarily a bad thing.
I mean, I don't see them winning this game from this point on.
They did. They ended up blockading on turn three. That probably should have been a gift.
I agree.
That almost definitely should have been a gift. Maybe not in that exact position, but he should have gifted because his teammate was finishing South US on that turn. He was going up to 10 income.
Mm-hmm.
His teammate went up to in New England. I guess that they assumed that Southeast Canada was being taken, which if they looked at our previous games, they could see that we took East Canada a lot. So that's probably why they wanted to counter it specifically.
Probably.
I guess that maybe they didn't want to gift, and
I
suddenly he's
think
fighting against me in East Canada at the same time.
I think the plan was more they know we'll have a spot in the Americas. So that's what they were preparing for.
Yeah,
That's what I think these picks were for. And it's decent expansion. I mean, if you don't see anybody next to you, eventually he did, but if he didn't, then he just takes Central America in between. That's pretty good expansion.
I'm not so sure about going for Central America in this position. If he doesn't see anyone in East Canada, he's already got one territory in North US. He might as well just finish it.
I could see that too, but well, I mean, actually, he doesn't have the income to finish it. I mean, he would.
True.
He, yeah. I mean, you might as well go for Central America at that
It
point.
was gonna take you 2 turns anyways. Might as well go for the 3 bonus instead of a 2 bonus. The only issue is that if you end up meeting somebody between those 2 turns, his position in Central America requires him to put in most of his income to finish it. His position in North US would
Not
have
really.
made him. He wouldn't have needed to put anything there.
No, to finish Central America, he just needed to place 1, 2, 3 guys. No, I mean not to guarantee it. He would need to place
6 to
3.
guarantee it.
Well, 5 to guarantee.
3. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Yeah.
5 to guarantee. 3 to make it likely. 64% chance. So it. I don't know. I mean, that's only a 1-turn risk. Unfortunately for him, he ran into that turn risk. Like,
Yep.
the timing was just, just off.
And as this is happening, his teammate is down to 1 territory, 2 territories basically. I'm not entirely sure what he was trying to do over there. I mean, he was just like
Yeah.
he threw his hands in the air and realized, yeah, I'm kind of dead over here, so I'm just gonna run away.
And he was Trump. Well,
Unfortunately, that doesn't really work.
he either wanted to come back in on and get Yakusha or just stop me from taking West China.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I
Probably.
guess he was relying on preventing you from taking West China.
But
That does make a little bit of sense with him trying to do
I
that.
mean, I can see why he did it, but at the same time, I'm gonna get
Ural.
Ural, so I don't care so much. I'm gonna have double your income at that point. Whoop-de-doo, you're in
Hmm.
West China. Great. I'll still kill you. I mean, it's gonna happen, man.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Now this. Okay, so he was just doing this for delay, I guess, on the last turn with Ragnarok attacking Caribbean with one, and then Baja with two. I guess that's delay. He's just doing everything he can to delay,
looks like it.
which is fine. Although considering he didn't have North US in the first place, there was no real need for delay.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I don't really. I mean,
Although I think that we made a misplay this turn actually.
what do you mean?
How we put everything in North Quebec and hit South Quebec from there. We should have just put everything in New Brunswick and hit South Quebec from that territory. That way, in case he got first move and for some reason was attacking New Brunswick on first move, he runs into me.
No, we wanted to be able to hit South Quebec with more.
I don't know if that's really a good idea. I don't know.
Well,
The thing is, though, in the situation where because they didn't really need to delay.
mm-hmm.
So if they're going to hit first move, they're either going to hit the neutral territory or the non-neutral territory. If they hit the neutral territory, then hopefully we get first move. If they hit the non-neutral territory, then hopefully they get first move and run into me.
Yeah. Well, if they were gonna hit New Brunswick, they wouldn't do it first move.
Mm,
South Quebec, you would do it first move. Yes, you're right about that. But New Brunswick, you typically wouldn't want to order priority, or sorry, to first
yeah,
move in
well,
there.
obviously not order priority most likely, but
I don't see that as a big.
yeah, I guess they didn't really have enough knowledge to know or anything.
I mean, I would say that if I was them, it it depends. I mean, if you have North U.S., then you'd want to defend South Quebec. He didn't have North U.S., so he didn't care. South Quebec
True,
was not a
true.
big deal. That's why he took New Brunswick.
Yeah,
And that's why
makes
we
sense.
went to South Quebec, was because we thought, and it's reasonable to think he's in North U.S.
Hmm. But he
So,
wasn't,
yeah,
so
hey.
he was only there to counter East Canada. But the fact that I did not see him when he moved there, I only saw him when he was already there.
Mm-hmm.
And he only had one guy there with no leftovers. So we assumed that he already had it,
I still
which is
think,
totally reasonable.
well,
But
honestly, and even with the way things were with him having one more income, I still think you had the better position at the end of this game. Just because you can blockade Labrador,
oh yeah,
and
I
he
would have
can't get
blockaded
to your
there.
income.
Well,
He,
true.
and then what does he do then? I mean, you
He would have
threatened South
finished. Well, he would have
U.S.
finished Central
No, he
America.
wouldn't have. If he finished Central America, then, well, he would lose
He
South
had
U.S.
the
to
thing is
do
though
it.
he had space a little bit. He would
Not
have
really.
he would have moved back to New England first move transfer only put some guys in New Brunswick so he could defend it, deploy the minimum guys to get Central America, and then the following turn he would have seen me move just to Ontario. So he would
Well,
have had another turn of
he
space.
needs to place 4 guys to take Central America minimum right now at the end of this game. He needs to place 4 guys to do it. So he's
Oh
got
yeah, you're right
6 guys
because
to place, and you've got, well, we already used the card, but you're gonna get cards faster than him. I mean, you've got open
I mean, yeah,
space to work
of
with
course, in
to
the long
threaten him.
term, we would have been fine, but from his perspective, I think he would have had plenty of space to finish Central America.
No, he could have finished Central America. That's true. But the thing is, if he finishes Central America, he will lose South U.S.
Well, he would lose that anyways, even if
Yeah,
he
I
didn't
agree.
finish Central
True,
America.
true. That's true. But anyway, the point is, I like your position better than theirs, just because they can't get to Greenland from here because you blockade Labrador, and I still think that he's in the worst spot here because you've got all this open space. There's no good way to stop you from threatening him. If you go to Ontario, especially, if you went to Ontario this turn, next turn you can go to you have your choice. You go to Midwest or Western Great Lakes. Midwest.
Can't go to Western Great Lakes. Doesn't touch. Eastern Great Lakes does.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, whatever. My bad. Western Great Lakes does not touch. You are correct. Keep forgetting that. It looks like it just seems weird that it doesn't.
Well, it does in the other medium Earth map, but not this one.
Anyway, so you take Midwest, hit it with everything, and you've got a double border to work with. I mean, he can't support his teammate this whole time. I don't see them winning this game. I don't see them unless they pull off a miracle.
I mean, considering Peixoto's position, definitely not. If they had gifted near the beginning, then they, would have been an entirely different game.
Yeah.
And then we would have needed to use Nemengu.
Humorously enough, I don't know how long it would have taken us to find the guy in South U.S.
Oh, way too long.
Well, we could have found the guy in Caribbean, though, because we would go to the Azores. You would move your leftovers to Nova Scotia. So we would still see that. And that would be sort of funny. It's like he moves to New England at that point, and we... I mean, that would just be sort of funny to me. But anyway, so he would be... You would have...
if we see him in Caribbean, we would assume that he is South America. We wouldn't even assume South U.S.
You would have 12 income helping me, and he would have 13 income helping his teammate in the Asia area. It would have been harder, definitely. Yeah. But if we manage to eliminate not Ragnarok, Peixoto, then they lose. And that would really be our goal. And based on where he was in Asia and not using the gift, that would have been a piece of cake.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. That's the entirety of this game. It was really, really quick, only 5 turns. Then Peixoto unfortunately got booted.
Yeah, it's real sad. Don't know why. He got booted from several games.
Oh, really?
I guess
he forgot to activate vacation mode.
Yeah, basically. It
Well, there's a reason why there's a vacation mode.
Yeah, maybe you should take advantage of it next time, Well, wait. Can you do that when you're not a member?
I think, depending upon your level, you can access it, I think. I think it's level-based now, isn't it? I don't remember off the top of my head. I know that members get a certain number of them, like more than regular.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not entirely sure off the top of my head. So, if he had access to it, he should have used it. If he did not have access to it, he should have used his phone, because the app on the phone is actually quite good. It works out really good.
Yeah. Insert that little ad there. Yeah.
Yep. Totally trying to sell you something that is entirely free, and...
Yep.
Sure.
Well, you're advertising a product, even if it is a free product. But yeah, the WarLight app is pretty cool. You should try it sometime. I'm not kidding. I'm serious. Try it.
It's sponsored by WarLight Inc. Okay. Well, anyways, GG, Ragnarok, and Peixoto. Hopefully you continue in the ladder. I believe, at the partway through this game, they ended up getting up to like 3rd place in the ladder or something?
Yeah, they
got up pretty high.
They did.
Then they got booted, so...
And
I'm not sure if their current rank, but it's probably lower than
they dropped out. They dropped out.
Oh, they dropped out completely.
Yeah, they got booted from a few different games, and then I don't know. They were just like, well, there's no point anymore. They just left.
Yeah. Well, that was sort of like us at the end of the previous season.
I
Although
think
we
their
also had
third
other issues.
place position in the ladder lasted like 3 days. I think that was it.
Hmm.
And then they were like, we're done because we got booted a few times.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Well, GG nonetheless. Would have
yeah,
liked to
GG.
have more games against you in the future. Maybe if you ever decide to hop back into the ladder and we're in it at the same time. But anyways, we are moving on to the next ladder game.
Meme. Yeah,
Main.
it's gonna be. Let's see. This is 13, right?
Sure.
This is ladder game 13, so we're gonna be going to ladder game 14 next. We'll see you
Defending
there,
our first
guys.
place title. Yeah.
Indeed.